Today I would like to show you an unboxing video of the game called Warsaw 1944. This is actually a very fresh release, but the game previously was released like 10 years ago. But the designer decided to put new graphics on it, new art as you can see, but also put it into a different system, because the first one was released under the system known as B35, which is the most complex one for the Taktyka and Strategia, which is of course the publisher. But this one is published under WB 35, which WB, sorry, 95, which is relatively easy to pick up for the newcomers, I should say, to the wargaming. And well, I'm not sure if this redesign works for this game, because I've never played the previous one, but we're gonna see how it works for the new release. Now it comes with a new art, which is of course really cool, as with many games of this publisher. So let's see what's inside the box. Now we got tons of counters there. I just punched them already. Let me see if I can show you the example of one of these. This is also what they changed throughout 2017 to make the counters look extremely thick. They are probably not the thickest ones, but definitely the quality improved. Although to me they seem like they're a little bit too thick, and I'm afraid that they might just split a little bit easier. But nevertheless, the art is, as you can see, let me show you this a little closer here. I should be familiar with the art of with the art of the counters. There is no such great improvement with this, but yeah. But the thickness is definitely the issue here. All right, so we have tons of these, usually Russians versus Germans, but we also have some Polish counters for the Warsaw Uprising, of course. Yeah, the game unfortunately do not come with dice. It utilizes it, but it do not come with dice. I just added them myself. Yeah, so some more units. I already put them in the baggies to keep it all separate. And we have maps, but before we go to the maps, some extra pieces here. We have some additional counters, some markers to be cut by, and well, yeah. So there's some extra work to do before we start playing the game, but those are usually like I don't know, a bridge is destroyed. This is actually in Polish, although the title of the game is in English, so I was expecting also having these markers here in English, but well, no, they're in Polish. So if you destroy the bridge, you put a counter over it, and you need to repair that. Yeah, then we have the rule book. Now, the problem is that it fits so well in the box that it's really hard to get it out of it. So I just need to do a little trick with that. Yeah, there is no cover art. Maybe you've seen some of the previous videos, unboxing videos of this publisher. We usually had the cover art also on the rule book, but in this case it is not. But the problem is that as much as I do not want to rant the publisher for just anything, especially for the historical values that many people have problems with, but the biggest concern to me is always the editorial point of view. Not to mention the lack of the cover that should keep the whole rulebook inside. But the second thing is that if you notice, I know that this is in Polish, but you can see that there is a chapter 1. It's like introduction, very short chapter, but you can see the name here, Budapest, right? So the rulebook is actually taken from another game, but this wasn't changed. So you feel like, after reading the first chapter, you feel like you're playing a game of a Budapest, not Warsaw. That's kind of pity. I know that these cities are like more or less the same size with the same population, but that's actually not the case here. The rulebook is, of course, in black and white. Yeah. Oh, some cool pictures there. Yeah, the Warsaw Uprising. That's quite infamous event that happened. Many people have huge discussions over it, whether it should start or not. But well, let's just leave it for those who love history, and we can always listen to what they say. But in this game, we just have an opportunity to play the uprising ourselves. Maybe this time with a little help of the Russians. They were actually not interested in helping us at all, but yeah, that's another point. So the rule book is 11 pages, yeah. And the extra rules start from page 8. You can see. So there are basically 7 pages of the basic rules, and then we have some extra ones. All right, let's move to the maps. Oh, now there's one problem I have with these maps. Let me see if I got the proper one, because I want to have a map with Warsaw. No, it's the other one. Okay, now if you take a look at the map here, now here's the Warsaw. Do you notice anything? Now, this map should actually, say heading north, should be placed like this, because Wisła River runs from more or less north to south, not from west to east. But in this case, you see the name put like this, so it might be a little bit confusing. I was looking at this map saying, what? This is a north direction? No, because the river is not. No, something wrong with it. Well, actually, it is. The map should be placed like this in order to keep the north over there, to keep the west over there, and to keep the east there. And there is a south direction. So this is kind of, it confused me at the very beginning, but still, yeah, I got used to it. Anyway, so you have, of course, 2 maps. You can just take a closer look at the graphics here. Sorry for the reflection. Yeah, you should be also familiar with this type of art, I should say, because it's very common for this publisher. But the map is, as you can see, very clear and easy to read. You can actually spot different terrain types, and you have like a plain terrain, but it's like a shape of a field. So if you look like on the Google Maps, for example, from above, and you can see that their fields are not like always green, but they have different shades of brownish, greenish, and things like that. So it actually depicts all the field areas pretty well. All right, so this is one map. Let me put it back to the box, and there's another one. There are some water muddy areas, hard to pass through. So yeah, so this is how the game looks like. We have 3 scenarios in it. More we would probably release in the Taktyka and Strategia magazine. Taktyka and Strategia, oh my god, Taktyka I Strategia, of course, this is Polish. All right, and the charts. We have the charts. It's like turned upside down. See the name is like this, Siedlce, policies, but then you have this upside down for like the other player. Maybe it should be put somewhere on the side of the map. I don't know, but well, I think it works fine. It's just a combat chart. I think it's also placed in the rulebook, so the other person can have this in their hand and just play the game. All right, so that's all about Warsaw 1944. See how it plays in a while. And well, thank you for your attention. Hit the subscribe button and buy yourself a pair of dice if you want to play this game, because the game doesn't include it at all. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye bye.